But we might actually be live now. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna go put my hat on. Oh, I'm so excited I'm putting on my hat. And I'm so cold I'm putting on my jacket. I like it cold inside. I really hope it's actually streaming. I'm gonna need to dismantle my setup a little bit to check and verify because I don't trust it. Okie dokie. No. What? All right. The options of Wi-Fi here confused me a little bit. But we are getting connected. What? Ran into an error. No. I did not expect this. Hang on, is there a specific Wi-Fi code that I need to know of? No, there is not. Okay. I do not want to call tech support. I can't. Connect. Oh, is it working? Oh, okay. I selected the right option this time. Let's see. Are we actually live? And can you hear me? Let me see. Is chat visible right now? It doesn't look like it. Oh, that's me. Hang on. Oh, that's me. Hang on. Okay, you can hear. Hang on. So what if I break it? What if I break it? I could break it. Did that break it? No, don't. No, what? Why would you even open that app? It doesn't look broken. It doesn't look broken. And now it says there is... Oh! It says there is music playing. Ooh. Do you guys hear that? You do. It's a little loud though. I'm gonna turn it back down. Okay, there we go. Sweet. Awesome. Okay, it looks like it's working. Imagine my surprise. What about YouTube? I love taking 5 minutes or more every single start of every stream to make sure it's working. I love it. It's my favorito. It's totally working. Oh, cool. problem is, I won't be able to see YouTube chat, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I won't be able to see any chat. Hang on. Can I chat? Can I chat from... Oh, wait. Yeah, okay, test. No, it's just too big. Oh, I can see it at the top. Interesting, okay. I'm not trying to mess with something that's working right now, though, so... I may or may not be able to see YouTube chat. So, may or may not. Time to post on Discord. Why did I just open Teams when I wanted to open Discord? That's kind of cringe. Log out. This is really annoying. I am going to have to log out and then log in. Discord account. Verify login. Thank you, Discord, for keeping me safe and realizing that I'm in a different state and not letting me log in without verifying. Thank you. Let's try it again. Nice, we're in. Announcements. Oh yeah, I do be needing to turn off. I do be needing to turn on Do Not Disturb. Okay, okay. Alright. I think I can officially say that I'm ready. I need to turn this on. Oh, it is on Do Not Disturb. Okay, good. So, here's how I'm going to do face cam today. It's definitely interesting. I'm doing it like this. I'm literally setting up another phone with the camera on and aiming a camera at it. Hi, you can see me. Hi. It's ridiculous. Yes. It is ridiculous, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay. Just making sure we've got room for everybody. Let's plug in this DS Fat before it makes me... I think I just turned it off. I'm upset. I'm upset. Everything was booted and ready until I did that. Marvelous. And then I have one more that I could plug in just to make sure it stays on tip-top battery. And then as other things need the charger, I have 2 that I can move between all those other things. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? How am I going to keep track of my encounters? Good question. I have a calculator on the streaming thing that you can't see. That I'm gonna drag over top of the stream that you hopefully won't be able to see. It's really small, but I'm gonna try. Let's see. If we do 1 encounter on each of these, that's 6, right? So let's just do that. That way I can just add 6 instead of adding 1 at a time. So we do 6 plus 6. Alright, so now when we have 12 encounters, and this is going to be annoying, so I'm just going to actually record myself so that it doesn't turn off the camera. Can this dip down anymore? Yep. Water break already, and we just started stream. I am in a place that is very dry, and you definitely need water when you go there. Let's get all these games booted up. Walking in. I saved after getting the acrobike, right? I think so. Alright. So far, so good. Pretty solid. So, we've got Ruby over here. I believe we want to... Yeah, we're gonna get an encounter. Okay, this is gonna be a little messy. And then Emerald is up front here. And I know what we want to do with Emerald for sure. Is we want to go get our Shuckle encounters. Okay, bag, white flute, done. Let's see. Oh, right, I taught Groudon Rock Smash, and then I didn't save, obviously, and I don't want to save Groudon with Rock Smash. It's amazing that the legendaries can, like, learn a lot of the HMs. Like, why can Kyogre learn Rock Smash? I guess it's super effective on rock, but smashing it, it seems like it would hurt. I imagine Kyogre's body is soft, like a whale's body. But maybe, I don't know shit, and maybe whale bodies are actually really tough. No encounter. Sad, crying. We've got 4 more chances. Nope. 3 more chances for Shuckle. Any Shuckle today? Any Shuckle luck? Ooh, we got a Shuckle. Let's go. Hi, Shuckle. How you do? How you do? Alright, that's 1 encounter. Let's keep that in mind. Okay. I think I'm in a chair that is maybe too tall, and I would like to lower the chair, but I can't. This chair doesn't let you lower it. There's nothing to lower it by. Hi, Shuckle. Good to see you, buddy. Oh! I figured out how to lower the chair, guys. It lowers to a very reasonable level, and I'm happy. 2 encounters. 2 encounters. Okay. Alright, perfect. We can put a Pokeblock in the feeder. It's going to be the green one. Perfect. So this file is set up. I've already used White Flute, and I have Illuminate in front of my party, and we put a Pokeblock. So that we have 2 encounters. Here is a third one that we're running from, this Natu. Okay, we got a fourth one. It's an Oddish. Hello, Oddish. Good to see you. Okay. We were putting a Pokeblock in the feeder. It's going to be the green one. And then blow the white flute. Okay, so that file is set up. What was that? We're at 4, right? 4 encounters total? Okay, I believe so, 4. Alright, so let's get these Fire Red and Leaf Greens going. I've got the whole keyboard set up. The Game Boy SP piano keyboard. Okay, we're all entering. These are the ones on the other setup that I have at home, where they were all on the GameCube. Alright, I'm gonna have to do 2 at a time. 4 at a time, like navigating through this, is too much. We want to get to area... okay, that's 5, 6. So we're at 6. Actually, we're not at 6. We're at 6 today, but we need to be adding on to our encounters from yesterday, I just realized. 7. Oh. 8, 9. Both eggs. 10, 11. And now we're in the right area. So right here, now we'll blow white flute. We're at 11. I gotta remind myself. I don't know why I went to Pokemon there. Bag. And both of these have the white flute at the bottom of their bag. Okay. These are set up. Let's set these ones up. I just got off the bike, I'm pretty sure, on both of them. Yeah, when I reach over like that, you can't really see them, huh? What if I put this, like, more over here? Will this give my arm room to slide over? Not really. I mean, kinda. Actually, yeah. So we're at 11 encounters today. Uh, 12, 13. We're at 13. Back to an even number. That's nice. Okay. 15, 16. Both pairs. $17, $18. Nice. So after 18 encounters, we got set up fully. And white flutes at the top of both of these bags. Perfect. Okay, I think we're all set up. And we're at 18 encounters plus whatever we ended at yesterday. Which I don't know what it is. Yeah, I hate reaching over this one. If there was only a way, if only there was a way to maybe put it like over here. Does that work? Yeah, I can reach over it now. Not over the screen though. And then over here I can just hold B. That's fine. That should be okay. That should work. I mean, look, you just need to see this part anyway, because that's where the encounter is going to be. Okay. I'm going to turn the AC down. Up. I'm making it warm. It thinks room temperature is 70. I can tell you it's much colder than 70. I think it's lying. Pretty sure it's a liar. Where did we end yesterday? I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to look at my Twitch stream, huh? Or YouTube. We can go to my YouTube video. View channel. Videos. Or live. We'll go to live. Yep. Yesterday. Oh, it was 700. Hang on. $748? No, it's a little more than that. No! No. It made me tap on the next video. Yeah, 753. 753. Plus 18, right?
Otherwise, it is working. And, as I follow the strategy, the best thing.
Yeah, 753. Yeah, I just talked for the rest of the time. Okay. 753. There we go. Alright, so let me backspace this. We're going to do 7, 5, 3 plus 18 is 771. Plus 6, because we're going to do 6. Ooh, that equals 777 exactly. Okay. And get an encounter. Boom. We're going to hold B on both of these, and we're going to get into more encounters. And that's it. It's that easy. Oh, the muscle memory is going to have to happen. Oh no, it is hard to reach that D-pad. Yep, plus 6. Enter. And now I can just hit equals and it'll keep adding 6. So we're at 777 encounters right now. It's not on screen, unfortunately, but I'll just have to tell you. If you want to know how many encounters we're at, I probably will say it periodically. But, I will have to tell you. Okay, so boom, we're gonna go boom, 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 okay, boom, boom, equals Eagles. Yep, it's adding 6 every time. Nice. So, my pinky kind of sucks. What if I use my not a pinky? I can't really rock it back and forth because this table is so slidey. I don't have a solution for that. Except maybe putting down like a piece of clothing or something. Yeah, I can't like rock this side to side. See, I just went into a different area on one of them. And you know what? I think when you go in a different area, you have to blow the white flute again. So, anyway, let's get our 6 and add 6. Okay. Boom. We're gonna go right, down. Yeah, you can barely see this encounter right here. Off to the left. Run. Okay. And then add 6. No, okay. We're good. No cause for concern. This one needs to blow the white flute again. Oh, so many eggs. Equals, okay, it's working, kind of. Okay. I'm trying to position all the fire red leaf green ones in places where they're more easily, like, or it's harder for them to escape, I guess, that area. Hard for them to get off course. Boom, we're at 801. This is going okay. Okay. All right. I threw a rock. Dang it. Almost. Okay, so we just go, this one goes up, we just go side to side now, which I don't know how to do without knocking stuff over. I guess just hold left and right, like kind of slowly. That could work. Okay. Right down. A. Okay. So we can go like left, and they all got an encounter. Nice. If one of them didn't, we'd go back right. Yeah, that's doable. Oh, I didn't add the last 6. Okay, now I did. And then we need to add this 6. Now we hold right, left. Oh, I went up instead. Okay. I didn't add the last 6. I'm realizing these things too late. Now add 6. Okay. I guess I just want to get into the next encounter instead of, like, wait. Okay. Hold them down. See, this is indicative of what it should be like. You get encounters at all the same time, ideally on Fire and Leaf Green. And then you hold the B button on Ruby and Emerald, and you get those encounters. Before these options have popped up. Okay. Add 6. Boom. Nice. Uh-oh. It only doesn't work sometimes, and then it's not like that bad. Adding 6 at a time is overpowered. Okay, just checking. This one is like slowly falling down. Okay. Okay. Did I add the last 6? I don't think I did. So let's add 2 6s. Okay. Nice. All 4 of them. Love to see it. With one direction. You love to see it. Go over, down, A. Add 6. There we go. I'm getting the hang of it. This setup is working. It has good potential. Might be the best setup I could have done in a hotel room, but it's working. I mean, we are using less than half the games I was using before, but believe it or not, it was a lot harder to travel with my GameCubes. And I didn't have, or my streaming PC that has all the capture inputs for the GameCubes. I'm sure I'm gonna just miscount something. Like Absol said, it's gotta be an approximation. Like at a certain point, you can't be perfectly counting everything, especially in the newer games. These ones should be easier to count, but when I'm mobile streaming, that's my excuse. It's not so easy. See, I almost just did it again because I'm so excited to get my next encounter. You can't stop me. Ooh, we got some rarities here. 1% Tauros and 4% Chansey. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Boom. Man, we're blasting through these encounters. We have a really good chance at, like, getting something in the next couple days while I'm on this, like, severely limited setup. Because these encounters are going by quickly. We're already almost at 900. Rhyhorn spawn. Love to see it. Don't love to see that I accidentally didn't finish running away on Emerald. It's not the worst thing that could happen. Alright, we're about to cross the 900 mark. And with these encounters, we cross the 900 mark. I think I'll verbally update you guys, well, whenever I feel like it, first of all. And second of all, I think a good cadence is going to be every 100 encounters. I'll let you know. So we're at 903 encounters now. Takes me a second to react to the fact that they all got an encounter before I move over and remember that I'm supposed to be holding down the B buttons on the other game. That'll get better with muscle memory. Okay. We're getting lucky getting an encounter every single time, just clicking one direction. Like the band. It's just so satisfying every time it happens. There we go, we're hitting a stride. Be a shame if we got a shiny right now to like mess up our flow. Don't want to break this machine. Boom. I can actually look at all the encounters now. Before I was just so busy moving on to like the next game to touch and the next game to touch, I wasn't looking at the encounters as they came across the screen. Yesterday, I was just like looking at them after I was going back to that game to like run away. If I needed to run away or not. Man, some of these colors are hard to tell. I think it will be obvious. Phone got too hot. What do you mean? It closed my counter. It closed my freaking... It closed my calculator. I swear, it's just one thing after another with this stupid phone. Alright. We're still at 9:39. I just added 6 more. We're at 9:45. I'm sitting out if it... This phone just thinks it knows what's best. I literally can't open it. I turned off all of our music. I'm killing every other app right now to make sure nothing is running. Oh, no. Make sure nothing is running in the background. That could be making the phone too hot, but I'm pretty sure it's just too hot by existing. Just existing. I don't think it's background apps. I think it just can't handle existing. Honestly. Are you too hot, phone? Oh my god, it's so hot, actually. It's like, it's burning up. Holy crap, phone. What's wrong with you? That kind of looks shiny over there, but like on the camera, but it's not. There. That might have color corrected a bit. Okay, well, I don't... You know what? We're doing this the old-fashioned way. I have a napkin right here. Actually, I have a white napkin. That's better. I have a napkin. Okay. I'm going to start tallying. 1 tally for every 6 encounters, and we'll add them up when we get a shiny to see how many encounters it took. We won't have a live count because my phone is... I have some choice words for it. Okay. So, like 1 tally, that would be 6. Okay. I will be right back. I have to go to the bathroom. Before I actually go, let me put music back. Alright, that literally makes no sense. I'm switching apps. I'm tapping specifically on... Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I'm back. I'm doing my best to stay hydrated here in a very dry place. I also need to keep an eye on my phone battery, since it's at 15%, and when I started it was at 20%, and it was plugged in, and it is still plugged in to a fast charger. But I think it's nerfing itself charging because it's hot. It's too hot. And I don't know why, because it's not hot in here. It's like 70 degrees. Actually, I'll turn the AC back on. There, I turned it down to 68 degrees. I will not be dehydrated. I won't. Alright. Since I checked in like an hour ago, that is my second water bottle. And holy crap. I can see the chat. Can you hear me? Oh, the chat auto closes. No problem. Yeah, okay. The chat display is weird and there's something that doesn't look intentional. We're good because he doesn't respond. Okay, so I'm opening that, right? In the app, I open it, and it displays it over top of, like, the stream setup, which is fine, because I don't need to see the stream setup. You guys do. Funny thing is what happens is, it just disappears. After a couple seconds, like, literally, like, 2 or 3 seconds, it just disappears. And I have to tap the chat button again to look at it. Can you stay on? Multi-stream chat. Okay. It will not stay on, no. Yeah, you're talking about the thing at the very bottom of the screen? Yeah, that's, that was something I tried. It doesn't work very well. We just can ignore it, though, because it barely takes up any screen space. Yeah, look at that. That's so bad. But if I automated, if I mess it up at the top, it says Pullman. Come on, 15. Yeah. So the thing at the very top is just the last event that happened. It's the event list. So the last thing that happened was Pokemon 15 followed me. Thank you, by the way. But yeah, the chat, yeah, it's really big. So, yeah, just ignore the thing on the bottom. If I try and change anything, it's so finicky, it'll probably kill stream and I won't be able to get it back up. It's stupid, but we just gotta leave it for now, and I'll remember to get rid of it before we start the next one. It might be easier if I... What is this battery at? 41%? It might be easier if I open, like, Twitch chat on my other phone. Oh, mute myself. There we go. Chat. It doesn't show redeems on the event list. That's true, but I should actually see it now because I'm looking directly at Twitch chat. So try it if you haven't yet. Try it now. I should be able to see it. Cadence of Hyrule. Nice. Excuse me. Yeah, shiny look. I see it. Perfect. Now I just hope that this chat is gonna scroll. It might not. No, it didn't. I want to see pop out chat. I want to... Oh, you know what? I can do that. Hang on. I can do it. I do this. I do open as window. Oh my... That's horrible. Hang on. No. I changed my mind. I just want to see the chat. I don't need to see my own stream, please. I can't. Wait, I can. Audio only. It collapses the video. Let's go. Okay. A little bit bigger because that's like a little too small. Come on. Wait. Yeah, same thing. Alright, it has to proportionally be bigger, I guess. Well, this is a solution. I need to open my camera again. There it is. Okay, so minimize that. Go to video. Start recording so that it doesn't shut off. Wait, why is it? That wasn't like that before. Why is there such a big black space above? Okay, I don't know if you saw that, but it faked me out and made me close Twitch. This is just cursed. There we go. Okay, back to the chat. And now you're blue for some reason. You were just red. So, okay. Luckily, it remembers your last size. What am I doing? Oh, going to camera. Video? Yeah, that's weird. That's not normal. It's not normal. What is this aspect ratio? I don't know. I don't know. Alright, well. You don't see it. Okay, so it cuts off right where there's like a big black box at the top of my phone for some reason. Okay, so it doesn't matter. If you don't see it, it doesn't matter. Now let me bring this back out. And now I'm buried in chat. You went from protagonist and I just pinned. I'm just trying to keep up with chat. Why is it so hard? Alright, we're gonna try this. This is even more scuffed. Apparently I needed to bring a third phone for this setup, or a... Wait, okay, it's scrolling. It's scrolling normally now. That's the last chat, right? Yes, okay. Alright, I'm not touching it. Oh, hi Hope from YouTube. Because I decided to open the chat, that automatically closes itself. Hi, I see you now. Okay, so let's get back to hunting, huh? It's about time. Hang on. You're rotating slowly. I need to straighten you out. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's get back into the swing of things. Okay, so that's 6 more encounters. So we don't know how many encounters we have until we get a shiny. Once we get a shiny, I'll add them all up. Because I am having to do a tally system right now, or I'm literally tallying on a piece of paper. Because we don't have the technology to stream it on your phone and have a calculator app open at the same time without severe overheat. So, oh, that's another tally. I need to remind myself. If I don't keep track of these tallies, we'll never know. Your friends started... Okay, hang on. Let me get my next encounter going. Your friends started procrastinating packing by becoming obsessed with shipping Florian and Kieran. And we started sending headcanons back and forth. That's Florian, right? Who's Florian? Market. Is default Violet player. Oh, I see. The default me looking boy. Thanks, Hope. This is, you know, some good music. I've heard it around on, hey, we got a 1% Tauros, that's cool. I've heard it around on some other people's streams, and they had what was playing listed at the bottom, and I was like, that's very smart. I'm gonna copy that because it's better than the music I normally play that's copyright free, and I believe this is also copyright free, which is why they play it. I mean, I don't know if it's true, but at least if you go to the artist's like Spotify page, it says in the description safe for Twitch and YouTube, so we'll see if it screws me or not. I mean, I know this song is safe because it's freaking Undertale, and the guy that made Undertale doesn't sue anybody for using his IP because he's a nice guy. He's a cool dude, you could say. The girl is Juliana. Didn't know that. But did you know that the Pokemon Black and White protagonists are named Hilda and Hilbert? Did you know that? Aren't those the most American sounding names you've ever heard? Hilda and Hilbert? I'm not over it. I know I've brought this up on stream before. I'm not over it that those are their names. Freaking Hilbert. This is the first time I've heard of anyone named Hilbert. So I realized doing this tally strategy, we kind of actually will get an idea of where we're at. So, every 10 tallies is 60 encounters. That's what's going on, basically. So every time I hit a 10, that's 60 encounters. And you know what? Every time I hit a 5, that's 30 encounters. And speaking of encounters, we encountered a Tauros, and I think that's pretty cool. So right now we're at 8 tallies. The Japanese boy is Haruto. Is Haruto, and Kieran is Suguri? Oh, in Japanese, I see. Why doesn't he have a Japanese name in English when he's Japanese? Instead, he has an Irish name. Good question. And why does Florian have Spanish name when he's from Galar? That's also a good question. Okay, I have to focus a little bit. Did I count the last 6? I think I did. Alright. Yeah, I'm counting this 6. Okay, I did. You are asking the real questions. Like, how dare you be named something That doesn't make sense from where you're from. Make it make sense. Anyone else safari hunting with me today? I know you've been fanboying today about Kieran, Awesomated, but have you saved any room for Jesus? I mean, have you saved any room for safari hunting? Hello, Taros. Good to see ya. Whenever it's a sun kern, I have to do a double take just to see if there's sparkles. This guy's rocking back and forth because there's a stupid charging cable underneath him. And I would like that to stop, please. Thank you. Get out of here, charging cable. When I plugged in this I unplugged the charging cable earlier, I hit the power button on accident. It made me a little bit sad, because I wasn't trying to do that. Alright, that's better. Arvin is pepper in Japanese. Makes sense. And the girl is named Aoi? Aoi? Which means blue. Oh. The girl. Nimona. Or Penny. Penny's the one with a little bit of blue in her hair. Or in their hair. You were safari hunting until your switches fell asleep. Yeah, they are probably charged. If you've plugged them in since. Oh, I didn't write down that last encounter, so let me do that now. And then we write this one down. So we're at 60, and we ended at 945. So we've hit 1,000 encounters. That's not that many. And we're going a lot slower because I had things break and stop working. But we were zooming earlier. We were zooming pretty good through the encounters, and we're about to start doing so again until something else breaks. Which is 100% going to be my battery life for this phone. That's what's going to break next, for sure, guaranteed. Because I see it steadily falling. It's at 13% now. It was at 20% when we started, and it's still plugged in. It is still plugged in. Oh, I didn't write that last one down. Oops. I need to stop forgetting. I need to always do it after I touch the DS on the far left, because that is the one, that's the last one I touch when I run away from everything. So I know to mark it down and then get my next encounter. Nimona in Japan is Nemo. Oh, right. The girl player. Okay. Blue. Really? Didn't they have a blue already? Wasn't he the rival in, like, the original games? Let's see, you can still see them all, right? Yeah, okay, good. For some of these, they're really hard for you to see the colors of, so you'll just have to trust me. Like, you see how these two Rhyhorns look different? They look different to me too, it's just the screens are like slightly different. Like this one looks more front lit, even though they're both front lit. This one looks way more front lit than this one. In Japan, blue is named green, since blue is the English version. Oh. I thought green was the girl. I don't know. We're almost at 15 tallies. Bow, 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 bow. $15 tallies. There we go. Almost didn't get encounters on 2 of them there. They changed it to red and blue for America. I know, but isn't green the girl? Isn't green a girl originally? No? Did they retcon that? Because I remember like looking at something on like Bulbapedia or whatever where all the characters were, and like green was there and she was a girl. But maybe that's from Leaf Green? I don't know. I give up. That's manga. Okay. So the names are different in the manga too? Damn it. The girl is named Leaf. Just like Yellow is a different character than Satoshi or Red. You know what? You're making me have an appreciation for Hilbert and Hilda. Because at least they're not named after freaking colors. I mean, they couldn't really in that game. What were they gonna do? Name the 2 protagonists black and white? Yeah, that wouldn't have gone well. So they were like, we gotta stop using, but they did, even in Diamond and Pearl and Platinum and stuff. Your rival's Dawn. So there's Dawn. Actually, can't you pick to play? No, it's always Dawn, isn't it? Even if you pick no. Because you could play as Dawn if you picked female, and then your rival becomes... I guess your rival's also Barry. You know what? I'm mixing up Diamond and Pearl and Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. That's what's happening in my mind right now. Yep, it's... dementia. It's a sad thing. I knew it was coming eventually. I keep looking over there because it kind of sounds like somebody's at my door. Which is creepy. Leave me alone. I'm hunting in the Safari Zone. $20. Oops. I didn't hit A or B enough times. Hey, there's a Chansey. Victor slash Masaru is the male MC of Sword and Shield. Oh, Masaru. What a weird name. And the male main character of Sun and Moon is Elio, or Elio. Gold is named Gold in the manga, and Ethan in other material. I like to think that the names that are colors are nicknames, and sometimes you don't figure out someone's real name. Like in terms of Red, I don't think we have another name for Red, but maybe we do, and I'm just not aware of it because I'm blissfully unaware of the whole naming situation, clearly. But then, obviously, sometimes we do get their other names, like you said, Gold and Ethan. Ethan. Almost didn't mark it down. My tallies are getting smaller and smaller on the paper. Bunny hop. Okay, I'm glad you can still see everything. I forgot to hit B again. And mark it. Oh, it's happening. My fourth brain is unlocking. My shiny hunt brain is unlocking. It's happening. I went to Pokeblock. I'm falling apart. Falling apart. Okay. I'm gonna read that in a second. Don't send anything else, or else it'll scroll and I won't be able to see it. That's another 5 stack. Maybe I should like circle the 10s. No, I'll count them later. Oh, alright, I can almost not read that. Gen 1's pretty unique. It has so many different characters that correspond to the player in Gen 1. Yeah, that's true. The official original protagonist is Red, who is non-verbal. Then there's Ash. Yellow is the protagonist of Yellow, used in the manga, but Yellow is actually a remake of Gen 1 following Ash's story, so it really should be Ash. Yeah, that is true. That is very true. It is literally based on, like, Ash's story entirely. Like, that's, like, the whole purpose, what it feels like the purpose is of Yellow. So, weird. I got a little excited because I thought there was a blue Nidoran. Don't worry, it's not. Nidorino. I know my Pokemon species names. I'm pretty good at Pokedoku. Pokudoku. Oh, I just ran away from all those and started the next encounter and I didn't count the last one. How many times has that happened? Hello, Chansey. See, this is when this strategy is working best, when they all get encounters from just holding one direction at the same time. And then I immediately move on to holding the B button on those other 2 games. And then they get encounters by the time that the encounters are loaded on the first 4. And then it's just beautiful. Hello, Chansey again. Every time you see Chansey, you have to say hi. Because she's really nice, and she doesn't come around often. But when she does, she's nice. And Red and Blue and Fire Red Leaf Green have a lot of substantial character differences from their prior and subsequent appearances. That's difficult to square. And in Let's Go, they're both new kids, not red or green. Yes, I know. I kind of like how they did that in Let's Go, because they made, like, the original rival and the original, like, player character, like, real characters in the game that you can find and interact with and fight, and it's basically kind of reminded me of, like, Gold and Silver, where Gold and Silver took place in the same area as Kanto, and in Kanto, like, half of it was Kanto, but it was just 3 years later, and so you just got to see, like, familiar places from the original games, but how they changed, like, years later, which is really cool to me. So I like it when they do stuff like that, and they kind of did that in Let's Go, but only kind of, because it is kind of weird that, like, Zapdos is still hanging out in the power plant, when we know that 3 years after the original games, the power plant got, like, revitalized and re-inhabited by people. So there were no more Pokemon encounters in the power plant in Gold and Silver. But in this other world where you're playing some new kid supposedly after the main games have gone through, and supposedly after the main character from the first games went through and caught all the legendaries and completed the Pokedex, now Zapdos is all of a sudden back at the power plant, or maybe there's multiple Zapdoses, and so when one left, another one took residence, I guess. You could explain it that way. Pokemon Company loves Kanto. Oh, yeah. Oh, I know. I'm starting to believe that they love Kanto more than the fans love Kanto. It's just their favorite. To be fair, I don't know if I would say it's my favorite region, because I haven't explored them all yet, but it's definitely the one that I'm the most familiar with, I'm the most comfortable with. I kind of know where everything is. I can find my way around very easily. I keep going back to it. As you can see, oh look, we got a Pikachu encounter. That's cool. Based on how many times we've seen Pikachu in this area, it seems to be rarer than Tauros. No, just kidding. Rarer than Chansey, though. So I don't know what the odds are of a Pikachu encounter in the Safari Zone here. I have a nose itch. Oh, there we go. Okay, alright. Okay. Yeah, I guess I should have brought my Surface. I have, like, a really old Surface Pro that I'm like, this thing is basically useless now. And it kind of is, but if anything, I could have had it open with chat on it. Like, I could have used it as a chat machine. I didn't realize I was going to have... I guess I didn't sit down and clearly think out and, like, test my whole setup for being on the road. Oops. Classic unpreparedness from me again. That's how you know you're still watching the same guy. I'm the same guy, in case you're wondering. That's really the case with other generations. In TCG, they use those regions, region-specific names for trainer cards and Journey Together. Yep. Sometimes they sell plush of the player with their regional name. Yeah. That's true. Kanto's just the most complicated one because I feel like every time Game Freak remakes Kanto, they open a space-time distortion in the Pokemon timeline that just invites all this craziness into like the Pokemon dimension, because it's like, how can all these characters exist at the same time? How can they, you know, like, there's just so many contradictions if you look at them all at the same, on the same timeline, and every new game has added more contradictions. Every new Kanto game has added more contradictions and conflicts within the timelines, and so it's just like, how many dimensions are we at right now? What's the dimension count of Kanto? Every time they remake Kanto, is it just a different dimension that has nothing to do with the previous Kanto we've seen, other than like some things are slightly different? Multiverse, if you will. Pokemon Masters EX causes so many problems. Yeah, it's true though. Ooh, another Pikachu, wow. I had to comment about the Pikachu, and now it's showing up for me a lot more frequently, wow. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. We're going fast. I think we just hired Sonic because we gotta go fast, and we are going fast. Are you still hunting on your leaf green? Or, yeah, on your leaf green copy? Oh, I just held B on all of them like you can do a wheelie in this game. No, you cannot. They actually did some characterization of the default character in the trailers for Scarlet and Violet. That's true. I remember, like, showing off different character, like, main character things. Like, the main character was a lot more central to the trailer than, like, it ever has been before. Learn to be a very affectionate and caring to Kieran. They even added in a shot of Florian into a cutscene that I don't think is normally there when you play, or at least they pre-processed it for the trailer, and that's why I didn't recognize it. Interesting. Is this a trailer for the DLCs. Honestly, have a lot easier time believing Florian makes the mistakes the player does in Teal Mask than that the character I named and styled after myself does. That's true. Yeah, it was uploaded a year ago. It was actually really good other than spoiling the legendary designs. Oh well. They probably have data on that. It probably generates more hype to spoil it. Because then there's more of a chance that someone's like, that looks cool, I want that. But if you leave it obscured, it's like, well, I'm not sure, it's a mystery. Uh-oh, one of them didn't get an encounter. No! My extreme strategy. It's okay, I forgot to count the last encounters anyway, so I took the time to do that. Oh, yep. Don't forget to count. This safari hunt is brought to you by the number H. Loved how it showed the drama of Juliana facing Kyrian without doing a face reveal and spoiling Teal Mask. A lot of people love the idea of the main character being twins and doing different parts of the story. And I thought it was cool how the trailer played into that. Oh. Interesting. That's a kind of cool... I like to think of them as twins across dimensions. It's like a different dimension, since, you know, there is multiverses. And that's clearly, like, proven in Pokemon lore, that there are multiverses. I like to think of it as just an alternate universe where the only difference is the gender of your character. And maybe some other things, like sometimes when you choose to play as a girl versus a guy, it does change some other things like dialogue options or other things. I don't remember everything, but I'm sure some other things change. You didn't mention one of the key principles of Pokemon is to explore. So, imagine playing a player character that has a characteristic of, like, being a shut-in and not leaving his house. That might be who we are outside of the game, Game Freak. But don't hit us too close to home. That's rude. Oh, that tally is hard to see. Okay. Nope, it's there. The tally is there, I swear. Oh yeah, let's see. Has there been any YouTube chats? Not as far as I can tell. Ooh, hello, Chansey. Love to see it. Clues focus, explores while Juliana focus on the battle storyline. Oh, yeah. Different types of players. That's true. That's cool that they showed it like that. But then Florian is the one that goes out to Kitakami alone. Huh. Specifically, Florian liked watching Pokemon and taking in nature and discovering, like, caves. Versus Juliana is sort of zoomed through, goal-oriented. Okay. Those are definitely two different types of players that play the games for different reasons. I'm definitely more of a Florian myself. But I think most players are probably a healthy mix of the two. But there's definitely players who just play it for, like, the challenges and the battles and, like, focusing on the story. Not necessarily the Pokemon you meet along the way. Believe it or not. Except maybe the legendaries. People care a lot more about those usually. Sometimes, depending on the person. Why did it go to rock? I don't understand. Why did it go to rock? I'm still throwing rocks at Nidorino. Okay, good. It fled. That's what I wanted anyway. Sorry, I just went in and started chucking rocks at Nidorino. Like a jerk. Oh, I almost did it again. I almost skipped. That's absolute proof that the canon of Juliana and Florian is that they are twins. Doing different parts of the story, but it was very compliant with that idea. Well, they could, you know, just be different types of people, I guess, in their own dimension, where they're like cosmic twins, you know? Across space and time, in their own timelines, focusing on different things. We're zooming. Hello, Chansey. Ooh, love to see the Chansey. Okay, I don't know why, but that Oddish looked different to me before it faded into view. Don't know why. I hate it when, like, I think I see a shiny, but I don't, and then, like, my stomach drops, like I'm about to pop off or get excited, and then it doesn't happen. It's like, why? I was still in the evaluation process, brain. I wasn't sure if it was a shiny yet. Let me decide first before you get excited. But no, my brain just goes off and it just does it on its own. It doesn't wait. It's got no patience. Ooh, there's a Tauros. If this piece of paper flies away or, like, gets thrown in the trash, I'm screwed. This napkin that I'm writing on? Oh wow, I'm getting unlucky on the top right game. The far right game. Had to go back and forth twice with Illuminate and White Flute. And I threw another rock. Why does that keep happening only on the right game? This pinky is misbehaving. Bad pinky. Bad job. I don't know, you could. Oh, Isaac. Oh, I see you. Sorry. I will wait for it to be over and ask again. I see you on YouTube now. Yeah, YouTube chat is really hard to keep up with on this. I don't know what I said. I think you could what? What was it about? Was it about... Oh, jeez. Didn't get an encounter there. Oops. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. I'm embarrassed. Hello, Houndor. Houndor. Butterfree. What you said about the twins? I said about the twins that they could be like cosmic twins, across dimensions. So like, you know, the multiverse theory sort of thing, where every reality exists. Every time there's like a slight difference in something, it splits off and forms its own reality, where that's the only difference. And so they could be cosmic twins, and they could care about, you know, they could prioritize different things about their trainer careers, or just care about different things more than others. Like for Florian, it's exploration. For Juliana, it's battling and storyline. But then I think I was gonna say, like, I don't know, did you hear the part where I said most people are kind of a healthy blend of the two play styles? I think most people are, but there's definitely people that prefer, you know, gunning through the story, doing some sort of challenge, getting the strongest Pokemon team. And then there's people like me and Florian who just vibe and catch Pokemon all day and fill out the decks and etc. and hunt shinies and only battle because I have to continue the story. If Juliana is the one doing the Elite Four, hang on. And Florian is the one befriending Kiki, then who goes to Indigo Disc? I would think it would have to be Florian. Exactly. I don't think that there is any way it makes sense that they're in the same universe. They're acting in the same universe. So only one of them exists at a time, and they're like cosmic twins, where they're each having their own adventure, which prioritizes their own stuff, their own things that they like, in different dimensions, because they overlap. Like, you know, if we're more explorative like Florian and we go and we explore a whole bunch, well, we didn't change into Juliana when we beat the Elite Four, you know? We were still Florian, and he still did do the Elite Four. He just, you know, if it was my version of Florian, he just did it once and never rebattled them. This is where it becomes difficult for the Pokemon Company to have any real cohesive, linked together story across multiple games. Because everyone has their own experience. You can't, like, make a Mass Effect 2 version of Pokemon unless you actually, A, have meaningful choice that can change your ending in, like, the first game, or even second, like, meaningful choices, basically, which doesn't exist in Pokemon currently, unless you're talking about, like, starter. And then, like, having the same main character traveling to each of these areas instead of always creating a brand new player character for every new game. There's just no continuity. I'd like to see something like that from them at some point. Something like with continuity between games would be cool. Like, I know some of the two versions, like Black and White 2, they are similar to the small amount of continuity that you get from the continuity you get from what was I trying to say? Oh, from Gold and Silver, from Red and Blue, where it's like just a few years later you still play as different people, pretty sure, but it's the same region and you can see how it's changed from when you were there before as someone else. So there's a little bit of continuity with the world. Yeah, player characters. So you're saying you were never Florian or Juliana. You were a player character, and Florian and Juliana that they show off and give names to are not actually someone you play as. They are ideas of what different players could be and could have done, but played out in a very specific, focused way to where they're their own characters, but then you have their body. I don't know. Making player characters a character in and of itself is confusing. It's confusing, especially in this case, because I think Pokemon half-asses it, or less than that, they quarter-ass it. Like, they just show you the outcomes of some of the, or the results or whatever of some of the player characters in the other games, like when you see Red in Gold and Silver and Crystal, and when you see Red in like the Alola region and stuff like that, and then when you see, you know, certain characters in trailers, I guess, like the player characters in trailers, and like you get to see Game Freak's idea for what those characters care about and do with their time and how they end up. And it's like, yeah, you played as Red in the first games, but you know, your adventure was totally different, and like the canon ending is that he has all these starters and Pikachu and Snorlax, and that's his team, and Espeon, I guess, and that might be totally different from how you played, but we're just showing you the canon ending to your game in another game. What? What the hell is going on where there's so many Game Boys? It's Safari Week! We're hunting for shinies in the Safari Zone. It's okay, we've got some DS representation over here. We got our Game Boy keyboard, and then we've got Fat DS and a Light DS over here. Juliana could have come in to visit after Florian did Indigo Disc, or have maybe Florian immediately squashed the beef, and they went to Area Zero together for the first time since Juliana was one of the ones who went with Penny and Arvin and Demono. That's true. There's just so many possibilities, and I think they leave it that way on purpose. One, out of laziness, and two, because it's, at this point, so complicated that if they set anything in stone, it's probably gonna contradict something else and just gonna make things more complicated and more confusing. So, I don't think they're gonna do that. There we go. Wow, that's our 4th Pikachu of the day. Hello, Pika. Shiny Safari Zone Pikachu would honestly be kind of sick. I wouldn't be mad at that. Shiny Safari Pika. That is not a common Safari Pokemon across all the Safari Zones. Ooh, we almost got quadruple Rhyhorn. I'm waiting for the day that we get quad Rhyhorn. I want it to happen so bad. I want quad Rhyhorn. Just think of these 4 Game Boys, right, as like a 4-paneled slot machine. We're just trying to get 4 of any of them to line up. If you get 4 Tauros to line up in one roll, then you win $1 million. That's the jackpot. But I don't know, if we get like 4 of anything to line up, I think it would be fun to do something unique for that, to celebrate that occasion. I don't know what I would do, especially because I'm so limited on what I can do since I'm not at home. I'm in a hotel room. But I don't know, do you have some ideas? What should we do? What should we do if we get 4 line up? The most common one is probably going to be Rhyhorn. I've gotten multiple triple Rhyhorns, never a quadruple Rhyhorn this year. And, you know, we're not even that many encounters in. I'm pretty sure last year I got a quadruple something. Why does it take so many hops on Emerald? Do I need to blow my little white flute again? Let's see, any chats here from YouTube? Sorry, I keep having to check YouTube since it doesn't show me on this one. I should get a confetti popper for it. It's only ambiguous, but it's a little bit like food for the kinds of fans that want to create fan stories and aren't self-insert. Yeah, it's true, but I also feel like those people would be fed by anything, almost. Anything involving any kind of ambiguity in Pokemon stories. So, like, you can have both. You can have, like, Game Freak can be more, like, less ambiguous on the player character and stuff, and fans that want to make their own, you know, guesses and predictions and projections can still do that. I just think that at this point, Game Freak and the Pokemon Company kind of thrive off of the ambiguity because it's less work for them, mainly, but also, secondly, it helps with Pokemon in all the other media as well. Like, you know, part of what goes into making a Pokemon, like a new Pokemon, is the ability to connect and relate to it. And I think I just skipped 2 encounters that I didn't write down. And so they tried to make Pokemon, at least be able to, like, they try their best to not make them too cool looking. They've talked about it before in their design process. Like, you don't want to look up to a Pokemon. You want to look at a Pokemon like a friend sort of thing, or like someone that is on your level or even below your level that you can train up and like form a bond with. If a Pokemon is too cool, then it's much harder to bond with that Pokemon psychologically, and so they make sure to like give Pokemon that look too cool like some sort of, I don't want to say flaw, but you know what I mean, right? Not like a flaw, but like they tone it down, I guess, by changing the eye shape or giving it like, weird little whiskers that, just something that throws it off a bit, so it's not out of reach mentally to the kids that see it and play the games. Giving them personality and leaving the door open for twin theory was food. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, no, that's cool. In fact, I guess being in this case, in this twin theory case, in this giving them personality case, they were more like direct about like just slightly though, just ever so slightly a little more direct with like, this is, these characters and this is what they like to do, kind of set in stone a little bit. So being less ambiguous would probably be more food, actually. Is probably why Pokemon look so different from Digimon. Yes, 100%. That is exactly what I was thinking of as I was saying it, as I was talking. Digimon are meant to look cool. And Yu-Gi-Oh cards too, and like there's just, I think honestly it's one of the core things that sets Pokemon apart from a lot of like monster collecting, monster catcher games. That's one of the core tenets of Pokemon, and that's, I think, really at its core what makes it feel different than any other one. It's not because the games are better. It's not because the story is any good. And I'm just talking about in general. I'm not talking about specifically the last story. It's because of a core design concept that goes into each and every one. Red is so popular because of his Mount Silver and Alola appearances. Yep, it's true. If Red didn't have that, he wouldn't really hold a candle to Ash or the manga, despite having an interesting story. That is true. But is it though? Just because he had those, like, large grand appearances in the game, that would take away from his that would take away from his being, like, the experience of him being in the manga? Look, we almost got quadruple Nidoran males. Here's the current count, by the way. So, yeah, multiply all those tallies by 6. And that's how many we've done since my... Oh my god, my phone's at 6%. Why is it draining faster? It shouldn't be draining faster. Is it still hot? Okay, it's not as hot. So I don't think it's being throttled anymore. Let me try to plug it in. Let me try to plug it into this fast charging battery and see if that does anything to save the stream, because I don't know what to do if this phone cannot stay charged. I plugged it into the fastest, like this battery could potentially charge it faster than the fast charger, laptop charger that I plugged it into. Oh man, I have to catch back up on that. His later appearance taken from a blank slate to someone who is aloof as a person struggles to relate to his childhood friend because of it, transforms Green from a shitty brat to someone who didn't understand his friend and the way he expressed himself. But Green ultimately is supportive. He asks after him to Gold, and is the reason he finally leaves the mountain by Alola time. Green learned how to be a better trainer to the point that his Alakazam gave him a spoon. He started studying Pokemon. He became a responsible gym leader. Ooh, Alakazam gave him a spoon. That's like the greatest honor. I'm not joking. So wait, did that make Alakazam devolve into a Kadabra? Since he only has one spoon? He unevolved himself just because of his relationship to Red. An Alakazam spoon makes any food taste amazing and only shares it with a trainer they really love and trust. Aw. I didn't know that. That's why he's holding the spoons. Because he wouldn't want to eat from anything else. So wait, is it canon that or just a true fact, I guess, about Alakazam, that when they eat stuff, they use their spoons to scoop it into their mouth? Because that's funny. And cool. And cool. But funny. When I fill this entire page of tally marks, we'll count how many encounters we're at. Okay? We're probably gonna get a ding-dong soon in Fire Red and Leaf Green, I imagine. Let's see, you said... I don't know if I have one on Moon, but if I do, I'll feed it a bean and check. See if he scoops it. I know for a fact that they don't do shit with their spoons in Legends Arceus. Also, if Alakazams were in Legends Arceus floating around with spoons and stuff, like, does that mean they invented spoons? Did Alakazam invent spoons before humans invented spoons? Like, we just saw an Alakazam with a spoon, a couple spoons, and we were like, that's a good idea. I'm gonna try to make one out of wood. Psychically enchanted? Oh yeah, definitely. It's definitely just a trick. Like, you just trick your brain into making something taste good. It makes sense. He does do the spoon bending thing, but I guess he can also bend the spoon back to its normal shape so he can eat with it. Imagine this. An Alakazam with a bowl of soup. Does that do anything for you? Oh, I just saw how I got down to rock. I think I'm just hitting the wrong button. Only with my right pinky. It's just the misbehaving pinky. Getting serious. Oh yeah, I think I asked you during a commercial or an ad, which actually might be happening right now, which is why you're not responding. Are you still shiny hunting, safari hunting on your leaf green copy that you have? Alright, also no chats from YouTube. I will periodically check, just in case, but probably by the time I see it, that person's already gone. It's usually what happens when you can't see live chat on every single platform at once. Wow, is it repeating the same 6 songs? I think 6 songs. This is very quickly after we just last heard this. Hey, it's another Pikachu. Let's go. Isn't very far into the past. It's a bit more like Sinnoh, very rural. Yeah. Japanese people came to Japan from China, meaning that the southern part hadn't really been inhabited, even when Chinese civilization had already began. I'm certain that Team Galactic, at least, has those big soup spoons. Yeah. But, like, I'm pretty sure we had big soup spoons in Legends Arceus too, but they were like wood. Maybe not metal ones? I don't know. I need to fix Spotify real quick. Oh my gosh, actually charging? It's actually charging with the battery. Like it's at 7% now. Alright, hang on. I need to go to... Oh, it's only playing their most popular songs. Can I just play every discography they've ever released in, like, chronological order? I'd like to do that. Alright, we're doing Pokemon Center Jazz. Oh wait, that's only one song. Crap. There's a lot of Zelda and Chill. Stardew and Chill, live from Pallet Town. There's a handful. Alright, we're gonna have to mix it up at some point. Hang on, can I just add this to the queue? Add to queue. There we go. Add to queue. There we go. I'll just queue up a bunch of music and then we don't have to worry about it. We don't have to worry about it. Alright, that's quite a few. I don't think we're gonna get through all of those I just added. Still makes no sense how this app opens when I try to switch back to... It doesn't make any sense. Are you back? Okay, we're back. We're back. Legends Arceus is set in the 1800s. That's true, but we never saw any in Legends Arceus except with Alakazam. That's very specific. 1868. How do you know? Aw, thank you, Hope. Thanks for the love. And hopefully shiny luck. I know these, like, regions are based on... They're based on real places in Earth. On Earth. But they're not Earth. Who knows if they even have the same calendar year that we do? When did they start counting? Like, before, do they have like BA and AA for like before Arceus, after Arceus? You know? Meiji restoration? They don't know what a Meiji is in Legends Arceus. The not Earth excuse doesn't work because if it's that different, they could have invented spoons far earlier. Or far later. Or far later. It does work. They could have not invented spoons that were made out of metal yet. In Legends Arceus times. If it's not Earth. Or they could have invented them. But they prefer the taste of wood spoons better. No one ever talks about their spoon preferences in Pokemon, and that's the problem. Oh, triple Nitto Rhino. Almost a quad. So, okay, back to what we need to do when we do hit a quadruple. I cannot do a party popper in this hotel room. Someone will definitely call the cops. So, what are some other ideas? Oh, this one is about to die. Let's get it plugged in. Boom. There we go. We might as well move this one too, since it's full. We can plug it into this silver one. I always feel like the plug is so... you have to push it so violently into the Game Boy. If you suggest that then everything is anachronistic, it is. Unless we see it. Uh-oh. Do you see that my phone shut down? Oh, dang it. When I unplugged the fast charger, I should have plugged it in to this phone. That would have kept it alive. Oh, shoot. I don't know why that didn't cross my mind until now. Well, it's going to be harder to read chat for a few minutes until this phone powers back on, which is going to be a few minutes. But like I was saying, unless you see it in universe, how do you know it's been invented yet? How do you know that's even a thing in their universe? You don't know. Sorry, you didn't deserve that. We were just having a nice discussion. Sorry. I just elbowed you. Just gave you the people's elbow. Hey, you can still kind of see me in the phone that's turned off. Just my little shadow. Look at my shadow. Hi. Why did I knock it over? I was going over here to tally, maybe? I don't know what I was doing. No, I wasn't going to tally. I was holding down the B button for encounters, I think. Hang on. I will pull up chat and read it in a second. Like right now. Okay. Green has a spoon preference. I don't know. DIY party popper. The kind you open on Christmas, but instead of a paper crown, confetti. Oh, the ones where you pull side to side? I don't know. Oh, I don't know if I can make one with what I have. Alright, I'll tell you what. If we get 4 in a row, for every time we get 4 in a row, or in one line, I will go hunt down a pack of Pokemon cards in this city that I've never been in before. And we'll open it on the next stream. That'll be our DIY party popper, because we're gonna pull at the sleeve until it rips open, and then we'll see what's inside. Sure. I don't think my voice is ahead of the video, because you just answered me in real time. Or you're saying the video's behind. Okay, let me narrate what I'm doing real quick. So I'm going back and forth. I just got encounters on Fire Red and Leaf Green. I'm holding B. Okay, and now I'm going back to Fire Red and Leaf Green to run. Down. A. Ran away. And now I'm going back over to the DS's to run over there. And now I'm making a tally. And now I am going back to Fire Red and Leaf Green. I'm going left. And that got an encounter for everybody. And now I'm holding B on the DS's. And now it's time to run away again. Is it still delayed? Now I'm tallying. You just put your hands out while you said, now I'm making a tally? Whoa. Try to refresh, see if that fixes it. I'm sure you may have already done that, but alright, where is this at? 5%? Alright, that's fat. That's high enough to turn on, buddy. That's high enough. While my phone turns on, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna leave you with these encounters, though. Burb. Alright, no shinies. You've refreshed like 5 times, fam. Jeez. Well, let's chalk it up to my phone being dead. A? Oh no, you can't see this. I'm gonna flip the camera so you look at me. Hey, I'm typing in my password to my phone, which I may or may not use on multiple other things. Like a bad security habit. Alright, there we go. There we go. There we go. Also, Triple Paris. We got Triple Paris over here. Let me open up Twitch again so I get the chat open. Stream Manager. Turn off my voice so I don't have to hear it. Oh wait, we need to go to chat. Yep, there it is. You feel like I'm trying to what? Shove your face in my armpit. Get over here. Get over here. Nah. That's something a weird big brother would do. I'm not weird. Or your brother. I'm just a guy. Hey, you can see who you can see now again. Isn't that nice? Boom. Alright, now you can only see half my face and not my mouth. I started making a pizza. Yep, I did. I started making a pizza. A tiny little personal pan pizza in the microwave. Gotta use what you've got. And that is what I got. Oh, why isn't it scrolling? POV, you're just as a sibling. No. Oh, that worked. It's ready. Getting the pizza. Hang on. I forgot to put the other pizza back in the freezer. Did you hear me? I had forgotten to put the other pizza back in the freezer, but look at it. Here it is. Just a tiny little pizza. I'll probably eat both of them tonight. Because it's so small. It's probably meant for child. I am not child. I am adult. Need big pizza. Right now you have a pimple on the inside of your septum just below where the nostril starts, and it's very strange. Oh, I hate that. I've gotten that before, like right here. Like right in the corner. Anything around here where like you can get them like inside your nostril, or like, oh, that's just hair. It's terrible. I hate it. I hate the feeling. While I wait for the pizza to cool down, we'll do a couple more encounters. Oh my gosh. Paris is still on my screen. France. Paris, France. Okay. Automated, you won't answer me about leaf green. I said, are you still safari hunting in leaf green? Or should I stop asking because you don't want to talk about it? Oh, I did it twice and I didn't mark it down. Okay, it's marked now. Both of those were marked. I'm remembering. Wow. We got, I went to mark it down before running away from them. I'm supposed to mark them after I run. We got 3 Rhyhorn again. That was close. Ooh, all Nidoran male Pokemon. Nidorrhinos and Nidoran males. There's a Houndour. Nice. I'm hoping that you haven't sent any new... Okay, good. It should hopefully be staying current. All I can do is hope. I can't tell. Unless you send a message and then I don't see it, and then I scroll to see it later, I won't be able to tell. Oh my gosh, this one didn't finish running away. Rude. Guess I'm not hitting A hard enough with my right pinky. I'm starting a fourth line of tallies. What's gonna be my cutoff tonight? Gotta think of the adult hard questions. Because I would just do this forever, but do have to go to sleep at some point to go to work tomorrow. And that's lame and no one wants to talk about that. What time is it? It is 10 p.m. We'll go till 11. Yeah, we'll go till 11. Another hour. I really want to give Safari Week a good start. Get a good amount of, what's it called in there? Encounters. Good amount of encounters. And I feel like we're just hitting our stride with this strategy. Kind of tearing through it. I love it when they all appear at the exact same time. It's so satisfying. Wow, it really is jazzy, isn't it? This playlist really jazzed it up. Jazzed up the pokey music. Okay, pizza break. Let's see. It should be cool enough to eat now. Hi, YouTube. If you're on YouTube watching, hi. And if you're lurking, hi. Hope you're having a chill, relaxing time tonight. In the Safari Zone with me. And now I give you chewing ASMR. Sorry. But, we got our shiny Bulbasaur in the background for good luck. Our Game Boy Color. Gotta remember where he came from, kids, you know? I need a napkin if I want to make sure I don't, you know, get pizza all over the Game Boys. And remember to stay hydrated out there. We will be back to the Safari Zone grind very, very shortly. This pizza is very small, so it can't last long. Actually, I'm gonna get an encounter on all these games, and then go back to chewing. There we go. Also, please, just as a reminder, if you are someone who is watching on YouTube and you are chatting in the YouTube chat, as one would do who is watching on YouTube, please know that I will be extremely delayed in responding or even seeing it because of the current setup. It basically relies on me to tap a button to see if anyone in the last 5 or so messages has sent something from YouTube. I do not hate you, and I am not purposefully ignoring you. I literally just haven't seen you. And you know what? Now is a good time to remind everyone out there who's ever felt like someone's mad at them when no one was actually mad at you in the first place. No one's mad at you. It's okay to exist. And it's okay to keep doing what you're doing. You're allowed to take up space and have feelings and eat food. In fact, you're kind of required to eat food as a human being. We've all been cursed with the need for food. Sorry about that, however you feel about it. But, you know, you're worthy. Just don't forget. It's very easy to fall into the trap of not feeling good enough for even just the most basic things that you need to survive. But I promise, you are good enough. Not only good enough, you're great enough. And we just got another Pikachu. Let's go. Let's go, Pikachu. I didn't know there was Safari Zone in that game. Keep your head up. Take that extra slice of pizza. Go let yourself buy what you really want to buy at the convenience store, regardless of the price. Just sometimes. Maybe just on, like, Saturday or every Tuesday or something. Whatever you pick, the day doesn't matter. Don't do it all the time, but do it enough to where you're rewarding yourself. Because if you don't have anyone out there or around telling you that you're doing a good job and giving you little rewards for doing a good job, then that responsibility falls to you. You are worthy, you do deserve it. Make sure you're rewarding yourself properly. I'm sure that if someone was there with you, they would be the ones rewarding you, but they might not be. They might not be there with you right now. So how could they? So you're just gonna have to get by on rewarding yourself until they get there. Whoever they are. Whoever they are. Whoever that one in a million is for you. They're out there. They're not too hard to find. There's 8 billion people on Earth. So there's about, if it's 1 in a million, there's about 8,000? There's about 8,000 people out there just for you. I'm sure you can find them. Once that's a priority for you, that is. I'm not saying you need anybody. If you don't feel like you need anybody, maybe you don't. Maybe that's not something you need in your life right now, and that's fine. Figure out who you are. Be yourself. You know? Study yourself. Check in on yourself. See, figure out what kind of person you are first. After all, you're gonna be living with yourself the longest. Wow. Sorry, guys. I think I bought the wrong kind of food at the store. I think this is emotional support pizza. Wow, huh? Never mind. I accidentally bought the right kind of food. Hello, Chansey. Hello, hello. It's officially less than an hour left in the stream tonight. We are past 10 o'clock on the Pacific Coast over here. We are at 10:05. 10:04? 10:04, but soon to be 10:05. Which means there is 55 minutes of stream left. And I don't think I can raid anybody from... Wait, actually, maybe I can. I'm gonna try it. I think I can do it from the second phone over here. Ooh, another Pikachu. Very nice. Very nice. Here's the tallies so far, by the way, in case you wanted to see. See how they're getting smaller and smaller and closer together? Slowly gaining control over my hand. Ooh, Nidorina, Nidoran female, Nidoran male. It's a nuclear family! Okay. Dang, sometimes that jumping just takes a long time. Even with Illuminate, even with White Flute. Another Pikachu. There's like 2 Pikachus in a row. What is Pikachu 5% in this area? Almost fueled up. Needed to have a safari snack. You know, I will say, I had an idea of, while being here, one thing I really want to do this week, this safari week again, that I did do in prior years, is go to a place of nature. Do you know what that is? You know what a place of nature is? You know what? I just realized putting this tally thing right in front of me makes it so I don't have to reach over there every single time. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to try that out. I'm going to give it a try. But yeah, I want to go to a place of nature, shiny hunt outside, kind of like feeling like I'm in the zone, you know? The safari zone. And I was thinking about, you know, like I would have an opportunity to do that while I'm here, while I'm on this trip. especially because I've got like a special bag that I hold all of my Game Boys in. And they're all safe, and I could just bring that bag out there, set everything up, set up the cameras kind of the same way. I mean, very clearly it seems to be working with my streaming phone, because it's at 10%, up from 5% from earlier. So this battery is just dumping juice into it, and that's working. So I could conceivably do this away from a wall outlet. However, let me tell you where I traveled to. I traveled to Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix, Arizona. There's a problem, is that nowhere outdoors here is looks like a safari zone, and B, is hospitable, is survivable in the summer. So, like, unless I went out, like, early in the morning, to somewhere outside, they're, like, by the time I get off work, it's, like, over 100 degrees. It's, like, 90 to 100 degrees. It's not gonna happen. Plus, we're not hunting in, like, a desert. We're hunting in a safari, not a desert. If I end up finding I don't know, like, if I find a cool location that reminds me of it, that could work, then I'll still do it, and that'll be either tomorrow, actually most likely tomorrow, because Monday is probably a day where I will have to stream the least amount, if at all, because I'm traveling back really late on Monday, and in the morning I'm working. So I'm basically going to be working up to the point where I need to go to the airport. So on Monday, if I do stream, it'll probably be from the airport, if I have any extra time before the flight takes off or boards. I just realized that my Monday is not going to be fun. I just realized that I'm going to get to stream like this tomorrow night, in this hotel room or wherever I find, if I find a good place. But Monday I will not get to do that, and honestly, it's going to be a miracle if I get to stream at all on Monday. I don't even know what song this is. Sounds cool. Also kind of seems like a Pokemon song. It was kind of jazzy. It was a little bit jazzy. There was a little jazz detected in there. I'm surprised we didn't get a ding-dong yet. I'm really surprised. Like, we are just getting encounters so frequently that we haven't even stepped 200 or 600 steps in the safari zone yet. Hello, Taros. Goodbye, Taros. Good to see you, you 1% encounter over here. Kind of staggered all of those to just eggs and rocks. All I found were these eggs and rocks that someone drew faces on. This song is like super recognizable. Like I'm pretty sure I know this song. Like guaranteed I know this song. But it's so slowed down that I actually can't think of what it's from. Oh, it's Sonic. Okay, that's what it is. It's Sonic. It's lo-fi Sonic. I wonder how my whistling, if at all, comes across on stream. I don't know how this microphone treats it. Oh, I like pushed it down in the center of the D-pad. That's why it didn't go over on the right-hand side one. Oops. Yep, just throw that pen at the SPs. Give me a shiny. Man, I can't believe on day one of Safari Week somebody got up to like above 20,000 encounters. That guy we raided yesterday, I wanted to talk to him in his chat, but he had follower-only mode on, and I followed him so that I could chat, but then it put me on a 2-hour, like, probation period. I'm like, so any new traffic you get, any new, like, viewer that you get that wants to interact can't interact for 2 hours. They have to sit there with their thoughts to themselves. Like, that just isn't gonna work for people that like to chat. I figure he might have said it so strict because maybe he had a bad experience in the past with some bad actors, some trollers or harassers on Twitch, but that's a steep requirement. Asking someone to wait for 2 hours before they can join in the conversation and the fun. Wouldn't they rather just go immediately join in the conversation and fun in someone else's stream that doesn't have that requirement? We found each other because we're both playing Fire Red Leaf Green, and we're both hunting for, you know, shiny Pokemon for Safari Week, and so I wanted to share some of my Safari Week stuff with him in his chat. You know, hear what he thinks about it, give him some compliments on his setup, because it's cool. 20 games, like, all lined up perfectly with input redirection on DS Lites. It has to be hardware input redirection for all 20 of them, so you can control them with one controller. That's cool. That's a clean looking setup too. Couldn't tell him any of that. I had to go to bed. Usually I'll stay on the stream for a couple of, you know, maybe like half an hour, like as I get ready for bed and as I go to bed, when I raid somebody else, because I want to see, especially if it's someone that I don't know and I haven't watched it before, I want to kind of see, you know, if I made a mistake or not raiding them. I'm not saying that I made a mistake raiding that guy last night, not at all. I'm just saying, you know, especially if it's someone I haven't watched before, I like to stick around in their stream after the raid. But I will never stay in someone else's stream when I just got off for the night because I need to go to bed. I'm not gonna stay there for 2 hours. I can't. I need to go to bed. So, I mean, now I guess I've followed him for the minimum amount of time. If we raid him again, I'll actually be able to share, you know, what we were doing and how many games we had, and that we also haven't gotten any shinies yet. He was 3 times over odds, which is insane. Poor guy. Poor guy. Oh yeah, let me check YouTube chat to see if anyone said anything. Just figured I would check, because I have to manually do that. Boom, 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 boom. Oops, you saw the tallies for a second. I'm almost done with the 4th row of tallies, because we are schmoving along. Ooh, we got a rare 1% Tauros. It's been a while. Hello, Tauros. Everyone say hi. Hi, Tauros. Bye, Tauros. One more, or 5 more encounters, and I'll be done with line 4. Not encounters, sorry. 5 more times 6, so 30 more encounters. And I'll be done with line 4. Ooh, we got a ding-dong. Ooh, we got a ding-dong. Okay. So we just need to reset this game then. And get back to the area. We're only focused on getting back to the area now, because it has to be 6 encounters exactly. Alright. This might be... We're probably gonna get an encounter here. Yep. Hey, that's 6. So... Hello, Parasect. Might get some encounters we don't normally run into, since we're encountering in a different area in the Safari Zone now. That is 6. Okay, let's get them over here. Alright, let's get everybody an encounter. There we go. Nice. Ooh, a Pika, Pika, Pika. Hello, Pika, Pika. We will probably get another encounter here. Right here. Yep. Yup. Ooh, someone is hammering. Cool. You hear that? Someone's hammering and laughing maniacally. I didn't stay. I didn't stay in a bad hotel. This is a really... I mean, it's not like a super nice hotel. It's a Hilton or something like that. But my god, dude. I don't know, hopefully it was all just in good fun then. It kind of seemed like, from the laughing, that it was. Oh, we got another ding-dong. Alright, reset. We gotta get back. We gotta get back. Alright, there's 6. There's 6 encounters. Oops, I threw safari balls. Because of muscle memory. I did one thing out of order. I just caught Doduo. Great. Thanks. No, we're not gonna nickname him, because we're not gonna end up keeping him, probably. Alright. Oops. I went the wrong way. Dang it. Got another one. There we go. Okay. Hello, everybody. This is why I hit B, usually, to mash through dialogue, so I don't accidentally agree to something that I didn't want to agree to. Like throwing a ball at Doduo. Okay, we made it out. We're making our way downtown. Biking fast. We were close. Okay, we made it to the right zone on this one. Time to use white flute before I forget. White flute has been used. Alright, we're good there. You can still see everything, right? Okay, good. Ugh. White flute was used. Let's get everyone an encounter. Oh, we got another ding dong. Reset. Let's get him in there. I'm too lazy to remove the illuminator in front of my party. So we're just gonna keep getting encounters going through grass on the way to the area we actually want to hunt in. It's just gonna keep happening. Couldn't make it. This one needs to go this way. Ooh. That's like the biggest patch of grass usually that you get encounters in. Here's the second biggest patch. That's not what I was talking about, but okay. Why is Doduo like the quintessential safari Pokemon? He's in Kanto Safari Zone and Ruby and Sapphire Safari Zone. Like, does no one else find that weird? I guess because it's kind of based on like an ostrich. And those are found in the outback, which is a place people go on safari? I'm guessing. Oof. Made it through a big chunk of that without getting any encounters. That's nice. Okay. Used it. Can't believe I haven't gotten a ding dong on the last game yet. That shows how uneven they are. It's just up to the RNG on if you're gonna get, you know, if you're gonna get your encounters quickly between them or not. Let's check on YouTube chat. Okay, just had to check. Alright, we made it back. Just wanted to see if I'd get ding-donged. Oh, crap. I need to blow the white flute on this one, I forgot. Oh, rip. White flute, right, before I forget. I wish you could go up to get to the bottom of your list. No ding dong yet. Okay. Oh, I hit B on that one. Okay, that's where I want to be. I want you to be there. I mean, I guess this is fine, but it's nice when they're all on the same line. Because then I think they sync up more often when going left and right. But again, it's really just all the RNG. There's just certain things you don't have control over. If I aim this way, does that make it easier to see? Well, it makes it harder to play, so I'm aiming it back. Oh, that makes it easier to see for you. Why didn't you say something? There we go. Perfect. We're all on the same line now. And we're about to get ding-donged on the one on the right at some point. Some point soon. Ooh, hello, Chansey. Good to see ya. I forgot you gotta hold the B button. I was just mashing the B button for some reason. It hasn't changed this whole time. Yeah, I can see the colors a lot less when it's aimed like that. Like me, I'm who matters. I need to be able to tell if it's shiny or not. I moved one of them off the line. I am crying. Now I'm crying because of learning about it. Oh, that one didn't get an encounter? Well, it did now. Later than everyone else. Oh, there's the ding dong. I knew it. I knew it was coming. Really, really delayed ding dong there. Alright, let's get it back in the zone. Oops, I just went through all those encounter tiles for no reason, other than clumsiness. And sometimes this D-pad likes to go up. I've noticed it going up more often than the other games. I just wanted to blame it on my pinky finger being weak. No, I just think maybe that it's that D-pad. That was quick. One grass tile later. It was bound to happen. Okay, we're here. All of our ding-dongs are done. And all of our white flutes are set back up. We're good to go. Ooh, triple eggs. Look at those. Look at those eggs. Love a Houndor encounter. Love a Houndor encounter. Oops. Oh, I got it off the line. Oh, I messed up. I hit my pinky, hit the wrong direction. Everything's messed up now. Everything is just messed up. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. And then over the next couple of minutes, we'll slowly fix it as we get encounters toward the correct place. There we go. There we go. We're back. We're so back. Oh, I marked it, and I didn't mean to mark it, because that wasn't me running from them. So, note to self, do not mark for this runaway that we're doing. I'll make the movement like I'm going to for muscle memory, but I'm not going to do it. Nice. We're all lined up again. I almost did the mark. No. Bad job. Now mark it. There we go. Ooh, hello, Chansey. Love to see it. Ooh, Houndor encounter again. A Houndor encounter again. That's crazy. I feel like that's 3 Houndors in the last, like, 5 encounters. Oh. I just ran away and I didn't mark. Crap. Alright, I made up for it. I noticed triple eggs. Triple eggs. Ooh, another Chansey. Why, hello there. Hello there. I love that Obi-Wan Kenobi's hello there has become a meme. I love it. Or a sound people use to put in their videos. It's such a good hello there. Oh, okay, this SP is red. It needs to be pluggeth in. It was bound to happen. It was bound to happen eventually. There we go. Plug it in, plug it in. There we go. This DS, fat DS, looks like it's fine. That's the sound it makes when they jump on their bikes. Guaranteed that's the sound that they make. I just mean like the characters with their mouths, they just go as they jump. It's canon. Head canon. I didn't mark. Didn't mark the last one. I was too busy going. I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Alright, now Mark. Here we go. Who the hell is Mark, by the way? Why does he get a word? Why does he get a whole word to himself? Ooh, triple Paris. Look at that. I'm going on a trip to Paris, everyone. Where apparently everybody is, everyone in the tourist sector is protesting. They're protesting tourism. Not Pokeblock, please. Please don't feed a Pokeblock. That would be embarrassing. Boom. I can't wait to count these up. I honestly have been thinking about it and wanting to do it, like now, like for the past maybe 100 encounters or more. I've been wanting to count how many we're at, but I don't want to until 11 o'clock, which is the end of the stream, so we can see what our new number is, or we get a shiny. I don't want to count midway through, because we're going to count at the end. I just ran away and didn't mark it again. Oh my god. I'm falling apart. I'm falling apart. I'm remembering, though. I think I'm catching myself every time I do it. I'm sure at least once it slipped by. I just ran. Okay, I just ran, and I almost didn't do it. There, I did it. I did it before I even touched a button. Ooh, double Chansey, dude, that's rare. The rare double Chansey showed up. That's awesome. And then a wannabe Chansey over here. A Chansey with udders. This is Chansey with egg. This is bird Chansey. This is mammal Chansey. I guess birds are mammals, huh? That's pretty rare. What's a 4% chance? Is that 1 out of 20? No, it's 1 out of 25. So what's 25 times 25? 25. 10. 125. Plus 10, 100. Oh, shoot. There it is. Hey, it's John 8. Hello, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the raid. Can I give you a shout out? I've never done this before. Shout out. Boom. It worked. I actually did it. Let's go. How is your Safari week going? Have you found anything? Day 1 was very short for me because it took me most of the day to set up my my whole like 15 game safari hunting rig, and then day 2 I had to downsize because I'm traveling. so I'm just doing Generation 3 Safari Zone until I'm back on Tuesday. 42 instances. Dang, that's awesome, dude. That's so many. Hello, everyone. Hello. This is a scuffed setup for me, so I'm glad you're doing this on Twitch, because if you were on YouTube, which I am streaming to, by the way, I would not have seen any of this. It's a scuffed setup, but it works well for Twitch, which is fine. You want to know how scuffed the setup is, guys? Look at this. You got Execute and Parasect? Dude, congrats! That's awesome. That's awesome. Dude, I love Parasect. Parasect is one of my favorite Pokemon. Paris is one of my favorite. That's why in the title I put Paris, because Chansey would be, you know, that's the chase card, but Paris is my favorite. So this is how scuffed it is. I'm tallying for my encounters. Each of these tallies is 6 encounters, by the way. So at the end, which you caught me kind of right at the end of the stream, we're only going for about 14 more minutes. 14 more minutes, and then we'll have to raid somebody else. But in 14 more minutes, I'm going to count up all of the encounters to see what we ended at. So every time I run on all 6 games, I put a tally down. And we're going to count them up at the end. I know I've done probably over 1,000 encounters. Probably over 1,000, based on how many tallies I have. But where did the music go, by the way? Oh, the music paused because of the Twitch alert. That's interesting to know. I'm gonna play that again. There we go. Okay, alright. It didn't break. Hallelujah. This is Pete. Dude, Safari Week is like my favorite week of the year, honestly. I like it more than my birthday. I like it more than like Christmas week. Everyone is such a great sense of community and comes together and, you know, shares what they get. encourages each other. Rare shinies are found and escape, and it's awesome. Don't know why this particularly tickles that tism in my brain, but it really does. But I think it's the people aspect too, like streaming it, you know, I could just be playing it. Ooh, rare 1% Tauros. Haven't seen a Tauros in a while. Oh, and a Pikachu? Dude, that's like a 5% Pikachu or something? I don't quote me on that. I'm not sure about the Pikachu. It just seems like 5% based on how rare it has been for me. These four here are Fire Red and Leaf Green, if you couldn't tell. And then this one, the closest one on the DS here is Emerald. I'm in this Far Zone extension. And then back here is Ruby, just in Area 1. There's some cool stuff in Ruby, actually, on Area 1. Pikachu being one of them. I mean, a Pikachu shiny Safari caught Pokemon is cool. Is really... I didn't know I wanted it until now. Just realized the song. Yeah, this is a great playlist. Game Chops is a wonderful artist, and it's all safe for use on Twitch and YouTube. So if you don't know about them, about Game Chops, look them up on Spotify. You can use their songs on Twitch and YouTube videos and streams. It's fantastic. I think mostly because they're just covering already copywritten music, so the original copyright holder can't strike it, and also they won't try and strike it because they can't claim that the tune is original to them. I don't know. I'm just guessing, and my guesses usually sound correct, so I just guess as if it's fact. Your theme... Wait, hang on, what song is this? Dreams? Of an Absolution. Oh, it's this song. Yeah, okay. Some of these songs are so lo-fi and slow that I don't realize what the song is. I'm like, it sounds familiar. And then it hits, like, the middle part of the song, the refrain, if it was, like, sung or whatever. And it's like, oh, yeah, instantly clicks. I was trying to figure out what a song was earlier that sounded super familiar. That ended up being like the Sonic theme song, just like super slowed down. I was like, what is this? It's embedded in my mind, what is it? So congrats on... How are you running 42? Are you doing emulation? Is that how you get that many running high? Because, dude, I felt like, oh, I have so many. Like, this is such a opportunity for me to get out all my games because I have so many physical, real games and systems. I'm going to get them all out and play them. And, like, with Gen 4 games... and like literally using every single one of my DS's and Game Boys that I have at home, and GameCubes with Game Boy players, I only had 15 games. And I say only because, like, 15, that's a lot to keep track of, especially if you don't have, like, a controller to control all of them at once, and you have to control them individually, which I had to do for the most part. All of the non-GameCube games I had to, or all of the ones that were running on, like you're seeing here, some of these Game Boys, some of these DS's, I had to do manually. And I finally got into a flow, was feeling good. Not to, like, compare and feel bad or anything, but, like, I went on to raid somebody, and I wanted to raid someone that was doing Fire Red and Leaf Green, because that's kind of my main focus this year. As it was last year, until probably every year after this, until we get a shiny Chansey, whether we catch it or not. And I found someone to raid, and of course, with real hardware, they had to outdo me by 5 games. They were doing 20 instances of Fire Red and Leaf Green, and it was all real hardware. It was like modded, like slightly hardware modded DS Lights so like he could control it all with one controller, which looked really nice, and like the setup was like really clean, and mine was not. Mine is a mess. Just wait till Tuesday when I get home and you get to see it. It just looks like chaos, which I think kind of adds to the charm of it. But his setup is basically what I dream of. I'm like, dang, that's like so perfect. 20 Fire Red and Leaf Greens. However, unfortunately, he was on some bad luck. He was in like the 20,000 encounters territory. He was on like triple odds, or no, 24. He was on 24,000 because he was saying triple odds without a shiny. So, yikes! Hoping that doesn't happen to me this year. I feel like since it happened to him, it's not going to happen to me. Like last year, I remember someone else, Whimsy on Twitch. She went through a really, really rough drought of no encounters, of no shinies all week. She didn't get a single shiny in the Safari Zone. And I felt really bad. But, like, she got, like, over 50,000 encounters. And she was on, BDSP. Brilliant Diamond Shiny Pearl. She wasn't even on the 1 in 8,100 odds. She was like over 10 times odds. Because those games only go up to 1 in 4,096 or whatever. And, oh man, I felt so bad. She kept doing it after Safari Week. She kept going until she got a shiny. Just brute forced it. I don't remember what number she got to. But man, I was like, you know what? This is probably what happens to some people to even out my luck. You know? I'm like, oh shoot, I did not mean to do that. How do I go back? There we go. Come on. There we go. Because I had pretty good luck last year. I got like about 1 shiny per day. I ended up with like 7 shinies or 8 shinies or something, which is pretty good luck. That's pretty good luck. Oh, I don't know why I marked it. I didn't run from these guys yet. So I was like, if I have really good luck, then I think it takes away some luck that other people would have had. I don't think that's how it works at all, but it's like our brain tells us that's how it works because our brains are like pattern seeking and looking for patterns even when patterns are not there. That's just how human brains work. Say hello to another Pikachu encounter. Let's see. Oh, we got 4 minutes. We got 4 minutes left to see if we can get anything before the end of stream. Ooh, a 1% Tauros. Everyone say hello, Tauros. And goodbye, Tauros. We always say hi to our rare encounter slots. Because who knows the next time we're going to see them. Who knows? So is anyone else also Safari Zone hunting this week? Turn on some streams and shiny hunt with some other people? always have a hunt that I do while I'm traveling, specifically on airplanes. I just realized I didn't mark down those encounters. There's like 2 that I missed. I always hunt this specific hunt on an airplane that I'll make into a video once I actually achieve the hunt. But I'm only hunting Rayquaza, Lord of the Sky, on airplanes when I'm in the air. And so, you know, I go to his domain to hunt him. Shiny. So I'm not, needless to say, I'm not shiny hunting. I'm not Safari Zone hunting off stream. I'm doing other hunts, but so far this year I haven't done any Safari Zone hunting off stream. I might like do that while I watch some other streamers, like at nighttime when I'm winding down, but usually I save all the Safari encounters for stream because I just have so many other projects and like hunts that I'm working on that I want to do when I'm off stream, that I just feel like I should do the stuff I want to do on stream, like Safari Zone, and the stuff that doesn't need to be streamed at all, like doing a 3rd playthrough of Gold, Silver, and Crystal, so that I can get to Kanto in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, so that I can start another shiny hunt that I would then do that on stream. But I don't need to stream the playthrough again, you know? Of basically setting up the hunts, I say. So when I'm setting up a shiny hunt, I usually don't stream that part. I just set it up first. I do as much groundwork as I can while watching other streamers. And then I just do the hunt on stream. Hello, Chansey. Everyone say hi to the Chansey. Oh, it's 11. Okay, we'll do one more encounter on every game. One more. And then we'll count how many encounters we're at without a shiny. I don't think we're close to odds yet. This is the last one. Last encounter. Ooh, it was a Chansey. We had a Chansey encounter. Ooh, and a Pikachu. Wow, all the rare ones come out for this. Alright. No shiny on day 2. But I think we got a lot of encounters in. Let's try to count these up. So, hopefully this doesn't break the stream, but I'm going to open my calculator app. It's at 945. Okay. So we are at 945, and now we need to add all of these, multiplied by 6. So let me count these up. We've got, let's see, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200, 210, 220, 230, 240. So 240 times 6 is easy math. Actually, it's 242 because there's 2 extra tallies. Let's just do that. It's by a single digit number, so it's not that hard. Times 6, so it's 2. Carry the 1. 6 times 4 is 24, right? 24, 25, because of the 1. So 2, and then 12 again, and 12 plus 2 is 14. Oh, we almost did 1,500 encounters today. We did, actually, well, we did, because we started counting off of the paper. So now, 1452 plus, what was it, 945, I think? Actually doing napkin math right now. So that's 7, that's 9, that's 2, and that's 3. So this is how many encounters total for Safari Week I have. Like I said, day 1 was not very long. We did twice as many encounters today than we did yesterday. And that's saying a lot. Well, that's not saying a lot, actually. Yesterday we only did like 700. We've done double that. We've done like 1,500. So now we're at 2397 Safari encounters. I'm going to leave this napkin here tomorrow. Because we'll probably be back in this same setup. And we're going to count. We're going to keep going. But thank you for watching. Thank you for rating. I appreciate it. It's John. We're going to see who to raid next. Let's see. Can we do that from here? From the stream manager. Activity feed. Let's see. Mod actions. Triple odds are shiny next? Oh my gosh. The last time I did a prediction was a year ago for Shiny Week, or for Safari Week. Jeez. Okay, here we go. Quick actions. Raid. Let's see. Safari. No raidable channels with Safari Week in them, huh? How about Shiny? It is kind of late for the rest of the country. After Hours FNAF. I'm not finding any one. Shiny hunting. Shiny hunt. What the heck? Let me just scroll through mine, I guess. Oh, Twitch Plays Pokemon is playing, well, Pokemon. Do you want to play Pokemon? It looks like Battle Revolution? How is nobody else in the community playing, like, Pokemon right now? Ooh, Run and Bun. That looks fun. Is anybody Safari Week hunting? No? No one? Free shiny Pokemon requests? Ripping Pokemon packs? Oh, that actually looks fun. He has 500 viewers. Was I seriously, like, the last person shiny hunting? Like, the last person shiny hunting, for Safari Week today? What I can do, on mobile, so I'm just gonna have to send you over to someone random. They're ripping Pokemon packs and they have, like, 400 viewers, so, hopefully they, I don't know, get something good. It's kind of like shiny hunting in real life. Bye, everybody. See you tomorrow. Never mind. That channel doesn't let you raid. Why would it even show up in the raid channel list if you can't raid it? I don't know. I don't know. Pokemon community game. What is that? Alright, we're rating Twitch Plays Pokemon. Goodbye, everybody. Oh, I already have a raid in progress. Okay, cool. So it's going. See you tomorrow. Did it work? Why is the mobile app so scuffed? I actually don't know if that worked, but I'm going to end the stream anyway and hope that it did. Goodbye.